So, the Consumer Electronics Show, CES, just finished up in Vegas. It was all transparent TVs, flying cars, the usual wild stuff. But here's the thing. What if I told you the biggest AI news of the week wasn't even there? What if it happened completely off stage?
Right. That's the real question, isn't it? While everyone's eyes were glued to all the shiny new gadgets on the show floor, the actual AI revolution was quietly unfolding everywhere else. We're talking about your doctor's office, your email, even in the middle of some pretty juicy corporate drama.
Exactly. We're the AI show team. And stick with us for the next 5 minutes, because we're going to break down all the essential AI news that you probably missed.
Okay, so let's just jump right into it. First up, we're talking about how AI is getting super personal. It's weaving itself right into your daily life, and we're going to start with a tool that, let's be honest, most of us practically live inside: Gmail. So Google is basically plugging its powerhouse AI, Gemini, straight into Workspace. And what that means for you is that your plain old inbox, it's about to get a serious upgrade. They're rolling out all these new features that are designed to make email less of a total chore and, well, more of an actual help. And look, these aren't just some silly little gimmicks. We're talking about Gemini being able to search your entire inbox to answer really specific questions, It can summarize those email threads that just go on forever, and it can even draft entire replies for you. This is the kind of stuff that could honestly be the gateway drug that finally gets millions and millions of people to actually start using AI every single day. Okay, so AI isn't just stopping at organizing your email. Oh no, it's making a big move into your personal health. OpenAI just dropped a bombshell: ChatGPT Health. It's this new, secure section inside the app that's meant to be your own personal health analyst. The whole idea is to pull together all your scattered data, from Apple Health, MyFitnessPal, lab reports, all of it, so you can finally make sense of it. Now, it's only on a waitlist for now, but this is a huge step toward truly personalized medicine.
But this brings up a really big, kind of scary question, right? A bit dystopian even. Could this incredibly personal data be used by, say, your insurance company to decide your coverage? I mean, that's a massive privacy red flag. We really want to know what you think. Let us know down in the comments. And hey, while you're there, if you're getting something out of this breakdown, do us a quick favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more. It really helps.
Okay, so think about it. All these amazing personal AI features we just talked about, they need an absolutely insane amount of computing power. And funny enough, while all that personal AI news was happening outside of CES, the hardware that makes it all run, that was front and center at the show, with Nvidia dropping some absolutely colossal announcements. So Nvidia CEO, Jensen Huang, he's basically trying to completely rebrand what a data center is. He doesn't want you to call them data centers anymore. He's calling them AI factories. I mean, think about that. These are places designed not just to store data, but to actually mass produce intelligence. It's such a simple way of putting it, but man, it really shows you the scale of what they're trying to do.
Now, I know this can sound like a bunch of tech jargon, so don't worry about the names. Here's the easy way to think about it. The GPUs are the brain of the factory, doing all the heavy thinking. The CPUs are like the nerves, moving all the data around. And the networking stuff, that just connects everything together. But here's the real headline: the demand for these chips is it's through the roof. And Nvidia just announced they're kicking production into hyperdrive to even try and keep up.
But you see, building these giant AI factories, that's only one piece of the puzzle. While Nvidia is thinking huge on this massive macro level, you've got other companies, like Lenovo, who are looking at the complete opposite end of the scale. They're trying to create a totally seamless AI world that just follows you around from one personal device to the next.
Yeah, so at CES, Lenovo showed off their new thing called Kira. It's an AI platform that syncs everything up between their Motorola phones and their Lenovo laptops. The big idea is that you can start talking to your AI assistant on your phone and then just pick up the conversation right where you left off on your laptop. It's a classic move, right? They're trying to build that walled garden, that locked-in ecosystem, just like Apple, so you'll stay with their products to get that super smooth experience.
Okay, so we've talked software, we've talked hardware. Now it's time for my favorite part: the really juicy stuff, the messy, fascinating, and sometimes straight-up dramatic moments where humans and AI collide. First on the list, let's talk about Meta's smart glasses. And yes, you are reading that right. They've rolled out a new teleprompter feature.
It literally streams text right into your vision, so you could be reading a script while looking someone directly in the eyes. Kind of wild, right?
And just when you think it can't get any weirder, it does. There's also a feature that lets you secretly text somebody by drawing letters on your lap, while you're supposed to be paying attention to something else. And here's the craziest part. These features are so popular, there's been so much demand, that Meta actually had to hit pause on its international rollout.
And sticking with Meta for a second, oh my gosh, some major internal drama just went public. So here's the play-by-play. You have Yann LeCun, who's like a godfather of AI. He's Meta's chief AI scientist. Then Meta brings in Alexander Wang, the CEO of Scale AI, and makes him LeCun's new boss. So what happens? LeCun immediately leaves to start his own company. And since then, he's been publicly calling Wang inexperienced, and even claimed Meta fudged the results for their Llama 4 model. Apparently, that last part made Mark Zuckerberg absolutely furious. I mean, you can't write this stuff.
All right, wow. So we've gone from personal AI to giant hardware factories to some serious human drama. Let's take a step back and pull all of this together. What does it all actually mean for us?
Look, if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's that AI isn't some niche tech thing anymore. Not at all. It is quickly, and I mean quickly, becoming this invisible, essential layer in basically every part of our lives. It's in your health data, it's in your emails, it's literally on your face with those glasses. And it's all being powered by those new AI factories humming along in the background.
And really, that brings us to the final question, the one we want to leave with you. This technology is weaving itself into everything, whether we're ready for it or not. So we want to ask you, when it comes to your life, your data, your interactions, where do you personally draw the line? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.